Today, for the very first time, we get to hear the brand new The Plague album. So get ready to have your socks blown off. This is the Divided States of Hysteria. Hello everybody and welcome back to another album review / reaction here on the channel. I am super pumped to be able to sit here and do this reaction with all of you today. But before we get into The Plague and all that stuff and actually listening to the music, first I just have to say that I am testing out some equipment in this for this whole video that is, I'm thinking, maybe the equipment I take with me to the hospital, because I am going on my way to have a bone marrow transplant sometime in the next month. I will be heading there. We don't have the exact date set, but by the end of March 2025, when people will be watching this, I don't know when I'll get around to posting this, but I will be in the hospital probably by the time this video comes out. It depends how fast I get this out. But anyway, I am going to be taking my monitor, my computer, all my stuff pretty much, my computer or my camera. And normally when I record videos here on my channel, I use this microphone, my Groove Tube, which is an XLR microphone, really nice microphone that I love. There's the Groove Tube logo and everything. I absolutely adore this microphone. I think it sounds fantastic. I love it. I use it all the time. But I don't want to take that and my M-Box. I use an M-Box 2 hooked into my computer. I have the correct drivers and everything installed to hopefully make it work, but even though we have some issues all the time here on the channel, but with recording. But I don't want to take my M-Box. I don't want to take these big microphones with the big stand and all that stuff. So I'm hoping I can just take one USB microphone. And I do have a nicer USB microphone than this one. However, it doesn't have a headphone output on it, so I cannot monitor myself. And, you know, I could make it through 100 days of recording. I have to be in the hospital for 30 days, and then I have to basically move to the city for 70 days after that. So for 100 days total, I have to be there. I live over an hour and a half away from the city where everything will be taking place, where the hospital is that I go to most of the time. So I have to actually move to the city, stay in a hotel. It's going to disrupt my life and all this stuff for a long time, for 100 days. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about that too much, other than I'm trying to sort of explain that I have things set up differently. I have my blue Nessie microphone here, which is quite an old blue microphone, but it does sound okay. I've used it in videos on the channel here before I got my M-Box hooked up. I've never used it with this computer with OBS. I've used it on Streamlabs before. But now I've got OBS running. I've got everything, you know, it's basically everything is different than the last time I used this microphone. So the thing that this microphone has is it has this output on it. So I can actually plug, hold on, I don't have it flat. I have it, interesting. Should I turn it flat? Ooh, yuck. That doesn't sound as good to me. Okay, I guess this is a test for later. This is the flat line on the back. Flat line on the back. This is what I was before. This is the circle with the circle inside of it. And then this is the music one, the music note. So I don't know what those things mean specifically. I assume it's different. I'm not sure what that means. It can't mean, it's not mic patterns or anything like that. But I'm going to go to the middle one, which I assume I've tested this before and decided that one sounds the best. But okay, future Patrick, while editing, we are now back to the middle one. So pay attention if one of the other ones sounded better. But anyway, I've got stuff differently set up differently. I don't really like monitoring out of this thing because I don't feel like it gives me as much low frequency, which I know it probably shouldn't make much of a difference, but I just tested it and it does. Coming directly out of the computer, which I have a little Lenovo box over on the side here, coming out of that, it sounds better. It sounds more low frequency. So this thing, the output of this, I suppose, isn't as good. It does sound pretty good. I mean, it sounds really good, actually. I'm going to listen to everything through that this time. It's not necessarily as good as my M-Box, which is a fantastic output that I use for everything. It allows me to adjust several things, and I really have nothing to adjust on here. So I really wanted to record this video with someone else with me. I have several other people here on the channel. If you're new here to the channel, first of all, welcome. Thank you very much. I have several people that do reactions with me here on the channel, and none of them were available today, and I wanted to listen to this album today and get this recorded today. I only have a few weeks before I have to go in the hospital, and got lots of tests and things to do before then, so I want to try to get this set up. So for me, this is quite different. If I touch my computer, there's a huge low frequency thing I can hear. If I touch the microphone, it's terrible. If I am holding the microphone, my mouse like this and moving it, it's fine. But if I do this, or if I tap on this, it's terrible. If I were to type something, which I'm not going to because who knows what'll pop up on the screen, it's just a different setup. And I'm hoping that this works all right and that I feel okay monitoring myself this way. It doesn't sound great at all monitoring myself. And I know I could do it without monitoring myself in the better microphone. However, I'm not too sure that I want to do that. I like being able to hear myself at least a little bit. So if I had a better microphone, I guess it would be less of a big deal, but I don't have that. My good microphones are all XLR cables, so I either need some sort of another way to get into the computer or whatever. But in any case, like I said, I hope that this video is still up to the quality that people would expect here on the channel. I'm also wearing an incredibly red shirt, and so I have the strength, the saturation of the colors turned down in this video. So when I'm editing it after the fact, I'll turn that up, but then I can add a plugin on it that reduces oversaturated colors in Vegas, which is Sony Vegas is what I use to edit all the video stuff. So anyway, I'm testing out several things here. Oh, I don't have my lights on up here. Yeah, that's all right. But anyway, I don't know. Stuff is all messed up. It really doesn't matter. Just know I'll be going into the hospital, and so I'm trying out different equipment and stuff here to see what works best for like a remote hospital setup. That's my thinking. So on to The Plague. I really enjoy several songs I've heard from this band before. I believe it is one person that is mostly in charge of this, if not doing all of it. I did a video reacting to an EP, I believe, of 4 songs that they released a year or two ago. Actually, I think it was 2 years ago. And it had 2 of the songs on that EP are on this album. Headline, the first track, and Man, Machine, or Beast on that as well. And those 2 songs were just absolutely phenomenal. Oh, hold on. Am I really? Anyway, I did the reaction to the EP, and I really liked it a lot. I thought it was great. I don't know if it was an EP or not, but it was when Man, Beast, or Machine was released, the song. The song blew me away, and I listened to that whole thing, and of the 4 songs, 2 of the songs sounded quite a bit older. One other song, the first track on this album that we're going to listen to here today, Headline, was also on that album. And the Headline and Man, Beast, or Machine like blew me away. I love the quality. I love the song. I loved everything about it. And I did the reaction. I was really excited for it, and it's been a long time now. Now, the guy who is in charge of The Plague, he wrote some really nice comments on that video, and so I went and followed him on Facebook, and I've been following him getting ready to release this album now over the last year, basically. And so if he manages to see this video or whatever, thank you so much for being such a cool dude and posting such neat stuff. He's been posting a lot of stuff recently, getting ready for the release of the album. I haven't watched it all. I haven't like taken all of it in or anything like that. I didn't want to hear any of the extra songs on the album. As far as I know, the other 2 songs from that EP, which were pretty forgettable to me, I think they were maybe older or recorded at a different time. I don't think either of those songs are on this. It's just Man, Beast, or Machine and Headline. However, I really like those 2 songs. When I've talked about this band to people outside of YouTube and stuff here, I say that it's sort of like a very heavy electronic modern metal band with vocals that remind me a bit of a cross between like Ludo and Weird Al for the clean vocals. And I'm anxious to see if that holds through the rest of the album or the whole album. I think that both Weird Al and Ludo do sound kind of similar, but I got vibes, those kind of vibes. Listening to this in terms of the clean vocals. The heavy stuff is going to be heavy. I expect there to be big breakdowns and stuff. I expect the electronics to sound really good. I expect this album to be very high quality audio fidelity. I expect the mix to be great. And I'm hoping the songs are all catchy and well written. Those 2 songs, Headline and Man, Beast, or Machine, were just fantastic songs. Awesome. Really full of energy, very heavy, really good, clean sung choruses, nice song structuring. Everything was basically what I liked. The singer, the vocalist, does have a bit of a higher pitched voice than I normally enjoy, but once I made that connection in my brain that it was more like Ludo or Weird Al type thing, I was more okay with it, which is kind of a weird thing, but that's how I was able to enjoy it at the time. And we'll see. I don't generally listen to stuff like this in terms of the clean vocals, so it's going to be a little different for me. However, like I said, I've enjoyed those two songs a lot, and so I'm really excited to listen to this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pumped for this. So we'll have to see what happens. Don't know what my mic's going to sound like. Don't know what the equipment's going to be like. Hopefully it lasts the whole time. Hopefully the recording's fine. I really don't know what's going on. But, I mean, I do know what's going on. I just don't know what's going to happen. So, with all of that being said, none of it being important to you guys, let's just go ahead and get into this, because there's no reason to prolong this. I have the album pulled up on Spotify, and do I have Spotify on the... I do have Spotify down here in the corner really small. That's kind of silly. Should I make it bigger? Nah, that's all right. It's okay. It's small down there. It's okay being small down there. Yeah. Okay, I've got everything going. Got this good. All right, let's get to it. The first track is Headline in 3, 2, 1. So this is Headline. This is one of the songs I heard. We're going to start with this. I have not listened to it since I listened to that EP back in the day and then edited the video, because I was really excited to hear the full album, and I've just been waiting. And now it's here. If this album is really good and it blows my mind, I'll definitely try to get a physical copy if I can. Yep. I gotta be careful, I'll hit my face on this. That'd be funny, I guess. Yep, awesome. Vocals are awesome volume in the mix. Very cool. I don't know if this is any different. I haven't listened to the original, like I said, in quite a while. Yo. Yeah. I gotta be careful not to touch the table. Oh boy. I'll scoot back a little. The quality is so high. It sounds so nice. The high frequencies are really well balanced. The lows are great. Oh. Oh, cool. I would say the overall sound is electronic, not necessarily super metal during like this part especially. That voice sounds like Raunchy. That's awesome. My favorite metal band of all time. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to switch my headphone input to down here. Is this going to work? Okay, it does. Now I cannot hear myself anymore, which is a bit, it's not that comfortable, but we'll see. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to let this run through. I'm not going to pause it between songs. That's not my plan. gotta turn it down. Where's the music? Ooh, yes. Yeah. Check, check. There we go. I'm just switching back and forth. I want to see. There's definitely less low frequencies coming out of this. But it's nicer to hear myself. Okay, all right, that's the song I've heard. This is Say What You Want to Say. I'm all screwed up, but that's all right. It doesn't matter. Yep. Ooh. Nice. What you wanna say. I can't put the beat to the music if I care about what you think. I won't listen if you talk about me. Gotta turn it back up again. How are you supposed to lead when you are just another sheep? You talk yourself up and criticize, say you look good in others' eyes. You follow the majority, conform to anti-conformity. Very cool vocoders. Defend your stress, go ahead, post opinion as fact. Ooh. Say what you wanna say. I can't put the beat to the music if I care about what you think. Yeah. I won't listen if you talk about me, but thanks for saying my name. I can't put the beat to the music. Double length chorus, second time here. Distorted vocals. Sorry, the glasses throw me off. I think it's funny, but ooh. Okay, onto Ugly on the Inside. Oops, keep doing that. 1,000 flies are eating our insides, feasting off the flesh of the insanity. Nice. While fiendish lies are swirling in our minds, resentment blocks the truth of who we're meant to be. Ooh, love those pitch shifted vocals there. Marks of 1,000 unheard scars, while dying from a pain no one can know. Yep. And justify, love the synth. It inside and use up every drop of what we're owed. Oh, I can't believe we're making sense of this. We yep. Control, so we're selling our souls. Yeah. And now we're ugly on the inside. Oh, sounds great. Okay, in the least surprising thing that's ever happened, I wonder. Hold on a second. Check, 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 check. No, this, I guess it check, 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 check. No, it didn't do anything, dude. Okay, all right. Well, I don't know how that's going to screw anything up. Okay, well, in the least surprising thing that's ever happened, trying things differently, for the first time ever, my OBS completely crashed while recording. So, I don't know. I tried restarting recording. It said, nope, OBS crashed. It shut off, restarted. I said, no, run it normally. And here we are. So I still have Spotify running. I haven't turned it on yet. So we'll see how this works. We were on Ugly on the Inside. We were a minute and a half in, so we're just going to go back to the beginning of that song. All right, here we go. Very strange.
1,000 flies are eating our insides.
Check.
Feasting off the flesh of the insanity.
Yep, I get to hear this cool part again, at least. That's great.
Resentment blocks the truth of who we're meant to be.
Oh, love it. The vocoder, low vocoder typing.
Scars while dying from a pain no one can know. And justified, we'll bury it inside and use up every drop of what we're owed. Oh, I can't believe we're making
Nice. Yep. Yeah. Nice. Ooh. Hold on, I see my desktop is capturing the music, but not Windows Capture 2. Not Spotify. Huh. Don't know what any of that's gonna be. Good luck figuring that out, Patrick, during editing. Holy crap. Whatever, it's there. Don't question it. Ugly on the inside. Yep. A little predictable, but that's alright. Doesn't matter. I love it. I love the synth.
God.
Woohoo! Woof. Whoa.
Control, so we're selling our souls, and now we're ugly on the inside. We're filling the void, and we're making the choice.
Oh, I love those synths. Oh, yeah. Little moment here before the vocals come back in. Yes. Yes. Now we're ugly on the inside. Outside, inside. But yes. Yeah. Ooh, cool. Oof. All right, now we got Living in the Past. This one's quite a bit longer. This is 4:43. Let's go. Loving this so far. Whoops, didn't mean to drop that. Oh. Living in the Past. I love all the electronics that's happening. I really do. It's really great.
I've been lost, wondering when it's time that I move on.
Oof.
Endless thoughts, try to figure out where it all went wrong.
Interesting vocal effect. It's very alien-y sounding.
Could've gone if we had a different history. How you would have felt if I had just been more kind. Where we could have gone if we could have put our fears away, or had the chance to say goodbye.
Yes. I kind of didn't want it to explode too much. Not yet.
Wishing that things were built to last, and I forgive myself. If I could have another chance.
Love this. Yes.
I've been living in the past. I've been living.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Broken hearts.
Yes. I love the fact that he doesn't feel the need to be extremely heavy all the time. That's great. If you can make fantastic electronic music, please put put awesome, long electronic sections in your songs. Oh, so good.
And if I had strength, could I take responsibility?
The vocals are all awesome too. The layering is incredible. Lots of layering going on.
A bit of truth if we knew could have changed the course of history, and had the chance to save our lives. I've been living
Oh.
in the past.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Wishing
So massive.
built to last, and I forgive myself. If I could have another chance to do it all again. I've been living in the
Oh.
past. I've been living
The guitars and the bass sound so good. It sounds so massive.
a chance to make new life. We can only live differently and let the old things die. Comedy and tragedy, we only get one try. Leave this world behind. What I would have done if I knew it was your final day. Held your hand by the hospital bed till it was time. How I wish I could give you my heartfelt apology, so you could rest with peace of mind.
Much less vocal effect there.
I've been living in
More
the
intimate part,
past,
less effects.
wishing that things were built to last. I've been living
Oh.
in the past,
Oh.
wishing that things were built to last, and I forgive myself. If I could have another chance to do it all again.
Strummed guitars.
Living in the past, I've been living through the grief and suffering. We get to make new life. We can only live differently and let the old things die. Through comedy and tragedy, we only get one try. I've been living in the past. I've been living.
Really nice. Really nice. Really like the way the guitars and the drums sounded, or the guitars and the bass and the drums sounded in the first two choruses. That last chorus, it was more of a constant strum type thing, more of a constant sound rather than the choppy. And I feel like it felt a little less big, but still really great. Interesting though. Not a bad thing, just different. All right, this is Man, Machine, or Beast. Yeah, let's go. Yep.
My heart's been disabled, my coding's unstable, my circuits removed and replaced. Wounds no longer bleed, I'm just programmed to feed off destruction I leave in my wake. Why was I made a machine? How can I become complete? If I'm not perfect, then I'll be replaced. I become the enemy. How can I become complete? I feel my sanity's gone.
Cool vocoder stuff there. This feels a little Clayton-y, you know, a little Cell Dweller-ish. Which this album is on Fixt record label, which is great. I have nothing to complain about that at all. Now, if I remember correctly, there's some good heavy stuff here coming up. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oop, missed it. Oh, man, it sounds awesome. Like he's getting even crazier. This is awesome. Ooh, and then low vocals. Oh, it's so glorious what's happening everywhere. Like, every sound you're hearing just fits so perfectly with what's going on. Oh, dang it. I just want to... Love it. That was great. All right. Right back down. Dang, we're already going to be halfway through this, which is crazy. Well, the album is only 38 minutes, but it's not too bad. Okay, this is right back down. Yep.
One mistake and you left me abandoned.
Oof.
And thrown away just 'cause I wasn't perfect. And I won't be the last you'll leave. You start to shape shift. You start to
Interesting. Ooh. Wow. What a vibe, right? Oh.
then you can shove it right back down.
Oh.
In depression, if you serve
Maybe did I hear this one? Maybe
connection, shove it right back down. We're fans
I might have. Sounds fantastic though. I don't remember.
in the rain. Send it right
Oh.
where we came from. Send out the message that you are the victim. Right back down. If you can't run away, then drown in resentment that tells you what's right. Fabricate. I'm not buying your story. You're living
Ooh, the groove on this one is so all over the place. I really like it. I'm really curious.
Then you can shove it right back down. Let's drown in depression if you serve no purpose.
Now the artwork is so cool.
Shove it right back down. We're fanning the flame. Bring your own weather and live in the rain.
Interesting.
Send it right where it came from. Send out the message that you are the victim. Right back down. If you can't run away, then drown in resentment that tells you what's right. Yeah. I can't let go until I talk to you. I talk to you, and I have to know that we will make it through. We'll make it through this. I can't let go until I talk to you. I talk to you, and no, I can't let go. You can shove it right back down. We'll fold under pressure. If you serve no purpose, just distort the connection. Shove it right back down. We're fanning the flame. Bring your weather and live in the rain. Then you can shove it right back down. Let's drown in depression if you serve no purpose and crave reconnection. Shove it right back down. We're fanning the flame. Bring your own weather and live in the rain. Right back down. Send it right where it came from. Send out the message that you are the victim. Right back down. If you can't run away, then drown in resentment that tells you what right.
All right, Predator.
My conscience is searing, impulses interfering, the voices I'm hearing hijacking my head. It's nightfall.
Check.
Nearing the ending that you're fearing. It's time for the hunt, and I need to be fed.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's a cool descending part. Interesting.
Inhibitions are fading. Your weakness is my craving. Just put down your guard and I'll feast on your flesh. A minute for
This is great. The vocals here are really nice. And then that da 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 da. Very cool.
act.
Yeah. Na 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 na. Yeah. Awesome. Na 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 na. Very cool.
In my dreams, I dream of freedom. Freedom from myself. And when I feed, I need a victim. I always come on a boss. In my dreams, I can protect you. Protect you from myself. When
Yeah, this is probably my least favorite song on the album so far. Interesting, though. Kind of feels like the vocals are sitting on top of everything and nothing is really wrapping around them. Very cool there. Interesting. Okay. All right, now we're going to float right on by. Okay. Ooh, very cool. It's like stretching leather. Very cool. Nice. Oh. Vocals are so nice. The use of the toms in places, a lot of electronic artists never use tom drums. So that's interesting. Oh, nice. Something got. Whoa. Acoustic guitar in there, I think. This feels so airy, light and airy, right? It's so interesting that there's like the shaker stuff in there. It sounds, I can't tell if it's shaker or acoustic guitar. Combination of, it's very attacky acoustic guitar if it's what it is. Kind of low pass. Awesome. Jeez, we do not have much to go here. What else can I do and then clean slate? What else can I do? Oh. With an open mind, but I get pulled apart in all directions. Live, it's fight or flight. One of us gets vilified, so I get ripped apart by pure projections. Even when we talk about I smell food cooking upstairs. Oh. God, it's so weird. I keep feeling like I'm hearing strummed acoustic guitars, but it's got to be some sort of shaker or something. Or some sort of cymbal. Oh, the vocal work is masterful here. The whole album, just, oh. That's very Clayton-like, you know? When you listen to a Cell Dweller album or a Clayton project, it's rare to hear dry vocals at all. You just hear very, like, heavily affected vocals and processed vocals everywhere, all the time. And I love it. It can be too much sometimes, but then it allows a vocal to be special if it's not that, which we've had here. Nice. A hint of a guitar solo there. Nice. Whoa! Alright, we're going to the final track. Clean slate here. Is it going to be something different for the final track? Acoustic guitar. Let's go. You know, this is actually this. Well, I'll save that thought for
my moment.
Wow.
But the moment's gone, and now I'm sober. And I don't
just like I was saying in the last track, more intimate, drier vocal.
My pride and give me searching scars. These trauma stains can't be erased. Been praying for a clean slate. Golden memories always seem just out of my reach. Never knew how much I could regret the past. Been praying for a clean slate. Hailing
Wow.
taxis.
Interesting.
Take me somewhere I can heal, please. Never knew how much I could regret the past. Been praying for a clean slate.
Will we get some drums here? I mean, like, you know.
Open my eyes and wake up.
Yeah. No? Oh, yeah.
The anesthesia's done.
Ooh, I love the snare. Very. Uh-oh, my computer made a move. Something's trying to do something.
Take my pride, but God, please save our souls and make some good from my mistakes. Been praying for a clean slate. Golden
Going up to this high falsetto voice. Interesting. It's done very well. I feel like there's Owl City in this, which is interesting. I don't know if I've ever heard anything that sounds like Owl City. And I'm not an Owl City expert. I've never heard a full album or anything, just a few songs that I know that everybody would know. Yeah.
Praying for a clean slate. Golden memories always seem just out of my reach. Never knew how much I could regret the past. Been praying for a clean slate.
It's just, the melodies are so, I just want to say, like, familiar feeling. It feels like you get what's going on. It feels familiar. And I've always said that if you hear a song for the first time and it feels familiar, that is the biggest sign of good writing. This reminded me of, I don't know, a lot of different things, but I can't really pinpoint what specifically. Ooh, that drum is interesting. I was hearing that. Very interesting. Very cool. And it went to another fixed thing. Okay, so what I was going to say there at the end, and I wanted to hold off, I've actually heard, this is like, I haven't done very many albums from 2025 yet. I mean, it's only March. But what I have been sort of considering my number one album of the year so far is another fixed label album, The Defect, their album Death X Destiny, which is the guy from the Browning. And man, is Fixt firing on all cylinders so far this year. That's awesome. I'll have to definitely keep an eye out for more stuff that they release. But I've been waiting for this album. The quality was exactly what I wanted it to be across the entire thing. Very consistent. The vocals are phenomenal across the entire album. I do feel like Predator was sort of the weakest song to me. However, I do think it still had some really interesting ideas. It almost felt to me like there was a little bit less put into it. I'm not sure. It seemed like there was less vocal stuff and less, it seemed a little bit more straightforward, I guess, sounding, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But to me, every other song on the album was like way like a sky high level, and this one was just a notch below that, below all the other ones. But man, such good songwriting, very catchy. I'll be able to sing along with this album all year. If I waited 4 or 5 months to hear this again, which I won't, I mean, I'll listen to this probably quite a bit, and I'll have to show my friend Chris, who I know will love this, and maybe my cousin Cody as well, when we're doing our What Is Metal series. But if I didn't hear this for 4 or 5 months and I listened to it again, I'll bet I would be able to sing along with some of this stuff. I could sing along with some of the songs on the third chorus, and I do not think that that's a bad thing. I don't think it's bad to write something that's catchy. I really don't. Some heavy artists have problems doing that, and that's what really impressed me here. That this guy does not feel, hopefully, or at least I hope, it doesn't seem like he feels very, like it feels like he can do anything he wants, and I really, really like that. I forget which song it was, but one of the first three, maybe it was Ugly on the Inside, but one of them, felt more electronic. And then during, of course, the chorus, the guitars came out. And I really liked that. I thought that was nice. I think all the electronics on this entire album are just phenomenal. I think the drum programming is fantastic, and I don't know if there's any real drums or not, but if there are, you can't tell the difference between like programmed electronic replaced drums and real drums at all. I would bet all the drums are probably like, I don't know if they could have been played, certainly, but I don't think that we're hearing any acoustic drums. But again, if we are, then it was done very fantastically. That last track did have some nice stuff there. When the drums came in during the second verse. I did like that last song. It was a great outro song. I really like it when albums don't just end with another song, when they end with a special song that is for the ending. I really, really like that. Headline is still just a bop, man, let me tell you. So we'll make it a headline, make it a headline. Good melody. All the songs, though, had that, which is really impressive. It's 10 songs, 38 minutes. I was looking there because I wanted to see what I listened to earlier in the year, and that is no longer on his page. I believe it was just the single for Man, Machine, or Beast, and then there were two other songs with it, and I'd have to go back into my videos and see what it was, because I think that's been taken off or at least adjusted or something, and all the songs on there now are his singles for this album, basically. However, there also is his album Hope for the Future, which I don't think came out in 2022. If it did, I'll eat my hat. But I believe this was an album that he made earlier. I thought they had an album on here from 2018. I think. I'd have to go back and look at my other video. But from what I understand, when he joined Fixt, he took... I mean, I haven't really listened to this. Man, it sounds good quality. Wow. Here's the... They have a song with almost 1 million plays. Danger? Wow, that sounds so good. Wow. So anyway, I believe that they had an older album, and maybe, I'm guessing just looking at this, that this is that older album remixed and remastered, released on Fixt Records with new artwork and stuff. I'm thinking, maybe, I don't know. Maybe the songs are completely remade by him, but I don't think that this album was on his Spotify when I did the original video for him, which I do think was last year, at the beginning of last year, because I do think that I had found out I had cancer already, which I found out in December of 2023, then spent all of last year trying to deal with that, leading up to the transplant this year. So yeah, but in any case, this album, The Divided States of Hysteria, fantastic, really good. Again, the highest quality that I think it could have been. I'm a little surprised, just based on headline and Man, Machine, or Beast, at the lack of like crazy intense moments. Both of those songs have some pretty heavy stuff. There was two other songs on the album that had like a bridge part where it was just like, wow. And one of them was just like destruction abound. Like, it was insane, crazy, don't even know what I was hearing. But I was expecting maybe a little bit of heavierness every now and then. But I also don't mind the fact that some of the songs, I would say like half the album, feel much more uplifting, and not that the other songs don't feel uplifting, but they just feel more uplifting. I guess less crushing, in heavy at least. And I don't mind that. I think that's kind of cool. I could have leaned a little bit more into some more of the electronic stuff. And had some more like longer electronic pieces in there. And also it would be neat to have some more instrumental parts within the songs. There were a few moments where I pointed that out, I think, like when a chorus would come in at the end, and instead of having the vocals right away, it was just the music without the chorus vocals, and I thought that was really nice. And since this guy's so great at making all the cool electronic stuff, it would be neat to have a few sections strung out a little bit longer. But I'm not dissatisfied with the length of any of the songs. I believe all of them went back to the chorus a third time, so the songs are all structured the way I wanted them to be and like them. And I know I'm just saying my personal stuff here. I'm not saying he needs to do any of this stuff just because I say it or anything like that. But I really do enjoy the song structuring, everything he had going on here. I really like that last track. Yeah, really good. All the way through. Really, really great. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on this guy if he releases more in the future. It reminds me a little bit of a band, The New Shining. I wonder if they've done anything new recently. The New Shining. They released an album called Antidote a couple years ago. Oh no. Yeah. Antidote. And then their album Elephant. Fantastic, both of these albums. But the themes that I was hearing, which I'm not a lyric guy, so I was only listening to pieces here and there, but a lot of it kind of reminded me of some of this band stuff. So I would recommend this to anybody that's watching. If you're interested in it. I don't know if you can see that on there. You can see, I guess, The Antidote by The New Shining. But but yeah, it's quite a bit different. Definitely not super heavy or anything like we got on this album. So, let me go back here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really happy with this. I think this is basically lived up to my expectations, which were pretty high. The album did feel a little short to me overall, I guess I would say, but 38 minutes, I'm not going to complain about that because there's a lot, and people are making really short music nowadays, and I'm happy that the shortest song was what 2 minutes and 50 seconds or something like that. 2:47 for track 2. So I'm not going to complain about that. Every song is over 3 minutes other than that. And again, all the songs did feel pretty long. I just, for the first time here on the channel, listened to, and we uploaded just recently, I'm still getting comments on it as we are sitting here, uploaded my first ever Beatles reaction, listening to Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And some of those songs are pretty dang short, but they all feel like full songs, which is something that I know Rick Beato has talked about on his channel before, that I enjoy listening to him talk sometimes about the state of modern music. So yeah, the lengths of these songs, they felt satisfying when each song was done, which is the main thing for me in terms of structure and overall feeling. Yeah, loved it. Loved the mix of the heavy, loved the way the production was done. The crisp high frequencies were there the whole time. I don't know how accurately I'm hearing everything coming out of this, but it sure sounded great to me. So we'll have to see. The only thing that sounds weird and messed up is my voice. So I'll have to just see what happens, I guess. But yeah, this is a good first step to try to figure out what I want to take with me to the hospital. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. If the dude from the plague ever sees this, you made a banger of an album. Fantastic. I hope everybody loves it. You've already got a lot of plays on there, which is really awesome. Although some of these might be plays from, I would assume, the singles. So I'm not sure how Spotify does and works with that. But if this album's already gotten that many plays, that's awesome. I probably not, because there's only 1,000 plays on some of this. But man, I hope that this album blows up and you get to make more albums in the future and have a great time. So thank you everybody for watching. We've got lots of fun stuff coming up on the channel here. We're going to do more metal stuff, and we're going to do more Beatles, and we've got one more Metallica album to do. Try to schedule that. And then it's off to the hospital. So we'll have to see what happens. I do plan on making content there, but it might be a little different than this stuff. So we'll have to see what happens. Thank you everybody for watching. I will see you all next time.